Obviously, Tinubu is now threatening Nigerians and the judiciary after being beaten blue and black in court. He can no longer defend how he became the Nigerian president. So he has now resorted to threatening the Nigerian and the people of Nigeria. But funny enough, his threat will not help him out because this is a final order. A lot of things are more exposed lately. Now, Tinubu to tribunal, FCT like 37 states. Any misinterpretation over 25% vote will lead to anarchy. There was no anarchy in the country when they forcefully declared you as the president of Nigeria. He's saying that FCT is like 36, the 37 states of Nigeria. So that means Nigeria has not 36 states. After all the evidence have been presented in court and the ruling has been made. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked the election tribunal to dismiss the petition seeking to nullify his election on the grounds that he did not secure 25% of lawful vote cast in the Federal Capital Territory. I knew that this was the intentions of the APC or Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. He wanted to quickly announce himself as the president so that when he goes there, he takes charge of DSS, military, and every forces, and even some gullible Nigerians. In that sense, he can command them and they will do what he likes. Tinubu, who contested the February 28th presidential election on the platform of the All Progressive Congress APC, was declared the winner of the poll by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Tinubu secured a total of 8,794,726 votes to defeat Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who had the second highest figure of 6 million votes, while Peter Obi had of the Labour Party equally have 6 million votes. However, Atiku and Obi approached the tribunal seeking to overturn Tinubu's victory. The petitioners, among other grounds, said Tinubu failed to secure at least 25% of votes cast in the FCT. Tinubu, through Wole Olanipekun, which is his lawyer, in a final written address to the tribunal against the petition, said the FCT is the 37th state for electoral purposes and any other interpretation will lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislation. You see, the man who's supposed to cause a serious anarchy in Nigeria is supposed to be Peter Obi, who his mandate was snatched in the middle of the night by some known criminals who have vowed never to see Nigeria move forward. Bola Ahmed Tinubu coming out now to threaten the state of Nigeria is a treason and should be arrested. Imagine the president of a developed country like the UK president or the prime minister coming out to say that if the court tries to remove him, there will be anarchy. That's treason. In fact, that kind of politician will not survive the next day. But of course, this is Africa. Anybody can use the mic and say whatever they want to say. That was how Buhari called the people of the south is dots. They are dots in the circle and we can wipe them off. Nothing happened. So it shows that they are scared that in one way or the other, this tribunal that is being submitted or this petition that has been submitted by the Labour Party, in one way or the other, there is pure evidence that Tinubu did not win the election, and that is why he's feeling threatened. He doesn't want to leave that seat. He knows he cannot help Nigeria, he cannot build Nigeria, but he doesn't want to leave that seat. He doesn't want to be shamed. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there was no anarchy when you snatched somebody's mandate. People did not fight. People did not come out to protest. They allowed you to step in, whereas the judiciary to do the needful. And you are coming out to threaten Nigeria. It is uncalled for and in fact is absurd. And Olenubekun said the petition is novel and not familiar with the country's election laws. The petition is issue in the address is very novel in the sense that it is not a petition stricto sensu, familiar to our electoral jurisprudence, as the petitioners are not this time around complaining about the election rigging, ballot box snatching, ballot box stuffing, violence, thuggery, vote buying, voters intimidation, disenfranchisement, and interference by the military of the police and such other electoral vices, he said. Why will you say that this is not electoral law when we have brought so many evidences where this same thing, this and 25% in Abuja was used during the time of Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, and Goodluck, 2003, 2007, 2011. Now it got to your point, you are saying that 25% is not necessary, that Abuja is a state. We have 36 states and capital. It has always been in our what is it called, in the state list where we are growing. We remember the song that we used to sing, 36 states and capital: Abia, Umuahia, Anambra, Awka, Akwa Ibom, Uyo, Adamawa, Yola. You understand? We have this 36. This is what we have been growing with since we were young. 36 states, 36 states and capital. If you call a child of 5 years or a child that is in her nursery 3 and you tell her to sing 36 of capital, she will sing the 36 states and exclude Abuja, which is the capital. So Tinubu now coming after 60 something years of Nigeria getting independence to come and tell Nigerians that Abuja is a state and threatening the affairs of Nigeria should be seen as a comedian. That is the best way to address him. 25% not required by law, says Tinubu Council. Tinubu Council says Section 3, subsection 1 of the Constitution specifically lists the states by their respective names and that the FCT is classified in the same manner and to the same extent. Hence, 25% of votes in the FCT is not required by law. May we draw the attention of the court to the fact that there is no punctuation, comma in the entire section 134, subsection 2, subsection B of the Constitution, particularly immediately after the state and the succeeding and connecting a federal capital territory with the state. In essence, the reading of the subsection has to be conjunctive and not disjunctive, as the Constitution clearly makes it so. Pressed further by this constitutional imperative, the Federal Capital Territory Abuja is taken as if it is the 37th state under and by virtue of Section 299 of the Constitution. Very, very laughable.